great faith? No, not in Israel. And I say unto you that many shall come from the east and from the west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom, talking about kingdoms, but the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Those who are saying, Lord, Lord, not doing what I say, building their house upon sand, who should be hearing me, who should be walking obedient to me, and are not, the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Everybody ain't getting in. In the kingdom or not. Check it out. Verse 13. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, be it unto you, or be it unto thee. And the centurion's servant and his servant was healed in the self same hour. The centurion believed. Jesus confirmed the centurion's belief in heart and in head, because the centurion explained himself. And the servant of the centurion was healed. Now, the story does not end there. Verse 14. And when Jesus was coming to Peter's house, he saw Peter's wife's mother laid and sick of a fever. And Jesus touched her, and the fever left her, and she rose and ministered unto Jesus. And when the evening was come, they brought unto Jesus, this is verse 16, many that were possessed with devils. And he cast out the spirits with his word, and healed all that was sick. Verse 17, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet. Now I'm going to tell you what was spoken by Isaiah the prophet. Himself took our infirmities and bare our sicknesses. That's what the prophets had spoken way before Jesus showed up on the scene, foretelling the coming and the work of Christ. See that? Verse 18. Now when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart unto the other side. Because they're going to go on the other side of the sea. And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee wheresoever thou goest. He was impressed with the happenings. Right? Verse 20, Matthew 8. Jesus said unto him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air nests, but the Son of Man have not where or nowhere, no place to lay his head. Now they done took that and ran with that, telling you that Jesus didn't have no place to lay, nowhere to go. He was poor. I got news for you. When you read the Bible for yourself, Jesus was going in and out of folks' house all the time. He had supper in Zacchaeus' house, right? When he called Zacchaeus, the publican, to come on down out the tree, I'm going to go to your house. And he went into Zacchaeus' house and sat down and had a party with all the rest of the publicans and everybody else that was sinners. And the religious folk got all upset because he's talking to sinners. You got the homeless coming around to the church so that they could be fed, and you got folk talking about it. Jesus had no problem with it. Check it out. And Jesus said unto him, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. He won't talk about not having no place to go. All he was saying is, I got a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm going from village to town, to synagogue, to temple. I'm going to the mountain. I'm going to walk down by the seashore. I'm getting in the boat. I'm going back and forth across the Galilee, the Sea of Galilee. I'm doing stuff. Now, you sure you want to run around and hang with me? He didn't say he didn't have no place to go. He had to hide out in Sherwood Forest and sleep on a rock. That's not what he was talking about. I know, I'm just, I'm tripping. But you get the point. You get the point. All right? Check him out. And another of his disciples said unto him, now this is his disciples, right? This is a leader in training, right? And another of his disciples said unto him, and check out this the disciples' priority. He said, Lord, suffer me, or give me permission, or allow me first to go and bury my father. I want to go home. I want to bury my pop before I deal with whatever the agenda is that we're dealing with here. But Jesus said unto him, follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. Now, you can't look back. You can't say, time out. I got other stuff to do. I'll be back. You don't do that. He said, follow me. When you study that out, that follow me means mimic me. It means do what I say, the way I say, follow me. Verse 23. And when Jesus was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. They got in the ship with him, right? And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea. Now, you know that's a storm, right? That's a raging storm. Okay? Insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves. But he, Jesus, was asleep. Now, you got this? They on the sea. A raging storm. They heading to the other side. And Jesus is kicked back asleep. They tripping, but he kicked back asleep, right? And his disciples came to him and awoke him. Woke him up. Man, there's some stuff going on down here. Around here, you got to wake up. Saying, Lord, save us. We perish. We're going to die. You back to sleep. We up here dealing with the wind and the rain and the storm and the raging sea. We're going to die. Lord, save us. We perish. And Jesus said unto them, why are you fearful? What you tripping about? Oh, ye of little faith? That's a question mark. Oh, ye of little faith? Why are you tripping? Then Jesus arose and rebuked the wind and the sea. And there was a great calm. Stuff chilled out. But the men marveled. They were like astonished, surprised, bewildered, saying, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? Yeah, deep, huh? And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gadarenes. See, this is why I encourage you to read the Bible. Don't be reading 2 or 3 scriptures. All this stuff is connected, right? Verse 28, Matthew 8. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gadarenes, there met him two possessed with the devil. They were coming out of the tombs exceedingly fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. Everybody was like, we are not. This is interesting. This is what we call Halloween night, right? These guys were in the tombs, possessed. They were running around so wild that everybody said, we going to go around another way. We ain't going that way. Exceedingly fierce, Matthew 8:28, so that no man would pass by that way. But check out what happens. And behold, we're talking about the two possessed with the devil that are exceedingly fast, that nobody was going to go by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Like, why are you up in here? Why are you up in my house? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? Right? What's the application there? That there'll come a time. He's saying, before the time, when we're supposed to be tormented, busted on up out of here? And behold, they cried, verse 29, Matthew 8. And behold, they cried, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from there a herd of many swine, that's hogs, feeding. They were in the hog growing business. So the devils besought Jesus, saying, if thou cast us out, they got to come up with a plan, right? If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. Verse 32. And Jesus said unto them, go. Right? Get on out. Go. Get out the man, go to the swine. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea and perished in the waters. You ever read that before? Probably not, right? But check it out. And they that kept them swine, them hogs, fled and went their way into the city and told everything and what was befallen to the possessed of the devil. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, man, they had a party. Is that what they say? They were so happy. Is that what they say? They saw him. They besought him that he would depart out of their coast. They were upset. They were upset that he healed the two possessed of the devil, and that them devils went in the swine that was their economic commerce means of making money. Because the swine went into the sea, being possessed of the devil and perished. So these guys no longer had their hog farm. They were more concerned with their stuff than the wonderful saving of them two boys that had been possessed with the devil, that had been living in the tombs that they couldn't even go by because the guys were so fierce. See how folk are? That's the end of this story. Because in chapter 9, they get in the ship again. All right, but we're not going to go that far tonight. We have to read our Bible. That's why I encourage you to read your Bible. All right? just enjoy reading it.